Now, what's up, guys? We're here. We're going to talk about the Usark and FWC and what's going on with that. We're not going to get too into it. What happened?
Oh my god. Am I good?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you fine. I was like, what happened? I was over here talking. And I hear
You're
you
fine. You're
laughing.
fine. I don't know what it is with my internet. Wants to act up right now.
Of course. Of course.
I'm in a lot
What's
of-
up, guys?
What's up, everybody?
What's up, everybody?
Listen,
Don't worry.
I'm going to go ahead and share this video out.
Yeah, go ahead, share it out. People, I just want to come on here. And like I told them already, I wanted to talk about the FWC. Uh, People have been coming at me like, why haven't I said anything and or talked about it? And and I'm going to talk about it. We were back here talking backstage right now about it. FWC, I obviously, F them, legit F them. The way they went in there and you know made the owner just in pain. It just hurt me, and it was kind of hard for me to talk about. A lot of people wanted to know why I didn't want to talk about it. It was just kind of hard to talk about it. People deal with it in different ways. People like to come out on lies and talk about it, get aggressive. Um, I was just, trying to chill back, stay calm, and chill behind scenes. um, so I actually wanted to shout out Jay out as well for mad props of doing what he did for US Art, raising 10,000 and what was it, Jay? Oh, he's frozen again.
Oh, he raised $10,650.
For US Art.
Florida.
And for US Art Florida. Sorry, apologize. For US Art Florida. And that's awesome. Like to do something like that, I don't think I could do. Like I don't have anything to shave because one, I like my hair. But mad props to Jay for doing, for staying outside 36 hours like that. I don't want to sleep outside for 36 hours.
Yeah. He killed it. I know. Oh, he
Oh,
has.
he'll come back right now.
He killed it. The last time we ran it, it was just my dog is eating, so if you can hear that, you can't. Okay. Last time we did it, it was supposed to be an overnight, but then we did the 24-hour challenge. And then this time he wanted to up it. And he the personal goal too. But yeah, you absolutely killed it, Jay.
So sorry.
I was just shouting you out, brother.
Yeah, it was awesome to be a part of,
What was we talking about? I'm sorry, I missed it.
Your 36-hour live.
Man, talk about sacrifice, man. Not only me, man. Kayla, the general public, everybody who stood there with me. I feel like we all went through it together. You know what I'm saying? It was yes, it was crazy for me. 36 hours felt 3 times worse than the 24-hour live event. It really this time last year. So we was expecting rain last year. It didn't rain. This year we wasn't. It did rain. It was the total opposite. Electronics was on the line. Habaneros. There was so much going on from eating bugs, eating habaneros. So my stomach was like hurting. Your mind gets to you. Your brain starts playing tricks. We got to the next day, almost 5 hours left, and it just got worse. There was a lot of people commenting, asking me if I was okay, if I was upset. I seemed like I was upset because I had to cut my hair. I wasn't. That was the idea. That's what I decided to do. The whole thing with the bathing suit, that was a decision. I knew what it was gonna take for the public just to join as well, and also to make it fun. And you know what I'm saying? People were making fun of me, but guess what? You can make fun of the $10,650 that we raised for Usark Florida. You know what I'm saying? We did it big this year. And we hope to hit it even more better next year. But it was awesome. Thank you to everybody that supported, and it was right alongside of us.
And he
Anaya,
there you go.
oh no, my son just called. Anaya, tell Jexiel I'm on live. I can't. My iPad's dead. So charge it.
No, but it was definitely awesome. It's always awesome to work with Jay on these projects because, man, when we get together, we try to like plan on how we're gonna get to Pluto, you know,
Some
and
way somehow we still get the fuel and we make it happen.
yeah,
Some way somehow.
yeah, it's crazy. But when it comes down to like you have to be motivated. You have to do it. You have to want to do it for the right reasons. Have a form of entertainment for people at the same time, so it's not just like let me take your money. People are expect sometimes like when they donate money that they expect something in return. That's just how people
Right.
work. So having the live auction in between, and then having the timeline for the goals for Jay to hit
Events.
entertaining, and it was pushing people more and more. Even like all those $10, $20, $15 like donations, it all added
Yep.
and we had a couple of big donations roll through, and I when doing an auction or doing a fundraiser like that, I'm a stickler. You guys know me by now. I'm a stickler. Cuz I'm like, if I don't have it in black and white in front of my face, I'm not going to believe that it's there. So if I didn't have the proof of those donations and a screenshot in my inbox, I didn't count it. Because you can say, oh yeah, $500, but if I don't see that $500, I'm not counting it. So we did go a little bit over time, but I was waiting for those screenshots. And with the influx of all the screenshots at one time, it ended up being the $10,650 in total. So it's always fun to do, especially like when you have good people working with you. It's not drama. You guys have we have clear communication, like and it practice does make perfect. You do have to try at this. Like Jay and I, we talk every single day. He lives in Florida, I live in Michigan. We are so far apart, but we have this connection where I can be like, hey Jay, remember X, Y, and Z? And he'll be like, yeah, da 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 da. Like we have that like that strong communication where he can read me through the phone. So when you're working with like someone, like especially on social media and things like that, it makes it easier to have that bond with that person and that communication than just trying to throw something together. So I think like our fundraisers, it's a little bit more special. I think personally because it's not thrown together. It's well planned. It's well executed. Can we always do better? I'm sure, but
100%.
I really think we just do good. We just do good.
It just man, and for some reason it just always tends to work out. And I'm not gonna lie, last year I questioned myself. I was like, man, I don't think we're gonna hit it. I don't think we're gonna hit it. And there was a drive on what happened last year that this year I kept telling Kid, I was like, I'm ready to go. I know this year's gonna be crazy. Like I'm ready to go.
I was last year. I'm like, no. Last year I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this. Watch. And then this year I'm like 10,000. Ooh,
but what was amazing was you and Max. And shout out to Kayla and Max and Christina at Genetic Nerd. That last 2 hours, man, you guys look like you could work at a professional auction. You guys, the things are going left and right, like nonstop, and I was like, wow, amazing.
I was looking at you on the screen, miserable and tired and dead, wet, in a bathing suit, miserable. Like I was watching you on the other side of the screen, like just be miserable as hell that last hour, and I just got
It's
into like,
your brain, man. My
oh,
brain
I'm
got to me, guys. Yeah, my brain got to me.
yeah, Max. I'm like, okay, Max, he can run as hard, he can run as fast as me. We run as fast as each other. So when we're working and we got a system, you know, it's how it is. So like that last hour, man, it was. I just wanted to get you out of there, you know. So
Yeah, that's where people were like bothered. People were like, "Oh, Jay seems upset," da, 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 da. And I said, "I'm not. I already know. You know what I told you last year. I said if I gotta stay in here till we make the money, I'm gonna do it." But man, my brain told me like you're done. So like I started feeling even 10 times more tired. My legs hurt, and I started getting a headache. But I'm just trying to keep my mind at peace until I hear we got that money. Once you once you said, Jay, I got something to show you, and you showed me that, man, I almost broke my door, my enclosure door, because my daughter locked me in. Then I have
yeah,
to wait for her to unlock me. Um,
Oh, dang.
but
that's
but
crazy.
it
Wait,
was man, it was amazing. Once again, shout out to Usark Florida for being underrated on their hard work and what they put out. You know what I'm saying? We know what we do. You know what I'm saying? Chris and Levi's knows what they do as far as all the work and dedication they put behind their social media platform. Kayla knows what they do as far as behind, all her logo making, graphic designing, IT specialist, good stuff. You know what I'm saying? I know all the hard work and dedication I put out every day working with these reptiles. But we as keepers, we're so busy and all that, that we don't see what Usark Florida, Daniel Parker, Elizabeth, what they do behind closed doors. But me and Kayla sitting down and talking to them on the phone and stuff, and actually hearing what goes on, it's crazy. And honestly, I give it to them. This is the reason why I give the most of me, because I don't have the funds. If I had the funds, I would have gave it to them, no problem. But this is why I put myself through this sacrifice, humiliation, whatever it takes to give them the most of me that I can, to connect the public together, to show what we do together. And I want to shout everybody out, because this might hurt some people, but 95% of all the people that donated are not from Florida. So shout out to you guys. It makes a big difference, and it shows who's really there. And it sucks to say that, but it's amazing to say that all the people that are supporting are not from Florida. So
how does
kind of
that make you feel
sucks.
though? Like, yeah, how like
But I'm just gonna be honest. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not saying to support all Floridians. No, 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 no.
the only reason, like, because that now that FWC is there in Florida and what happened, and I'm gonna speak on it because people have been coming at me. Why haven't I spoke on it? And like I said to you guys, um, that really, the way he screamed at the end of the video when they're killing the snake with the boa, the pregnant boa, that really got me. And I wasn't gonna talk about it or you know bring this to the public. I just wanted to stay behind doors and um, I noticed it was going on. I would share out the posts and the videos and whatnot. But now that it's happening in Florida, I'm just like, y'all waited this long for that? Like, you
Hmm.
know, when y'all could have like seen our videos when we're preaching to you guys to join USR, join the fight, get in there. One team, one fight. But now it's there. Now everybody wants to start running, jumping. Like, oh,
It's how can I put it? And I don't hope nobody gets like upset, but it sucks that happened. But in a way, I hope that it turns to a good, that it kind of puts things into effect, and the people from Florida see who is in back of their legal team. Like, oh, this is who we got. People that speak conservation, that are murdering animals, but then they're murdering animals and they're not following proper protocol. These people that are murdering animals, that have been behind our lines for many years, don't even know the simplicity when it comes to a reticulated python, to a boa constrictor, or people that kind of seen these labels multiple times before they entered an enclosure, to them murdering the animal and act upon, oh shit, I didn't know. Like, this is it sucks, but maybe this is the reason why things have to happen, to kind of wake up Florida. And I hope it does, because I'm not gonna lie to you guys. You think I'm not afraid? You don't ask Kayla how many times I talk to her, and I'm like, you don't even know how depressed I am. I don't even want to get on social media.
Yeah.
Because I'm just hearing and hearing and hearing, and people, because I've been speaking for Usark Florida and all that. It's messages on messages. Oh, you know, you want to talk about this? You want to do this? And I'm just like, oh, what do you think about this? And I'm just like, my mind is just.
You need a minute.
I just wanted to yell, like yell.
Right.
And I'm upset because I wake up every day and I dedicate, 6 to 7 hours twice a day working with these animals, to provide what they need to make sure they have longevity, from my normal animals to my, sick reptiles that have been surrendered to me. And I can only imagine. I can't say I feel what, what Chris Coffey and Bill McAdam, if that's, I think is the last name, what they feel. But me as a keeper, it hurts. It hurts. And then what do you think it does to the general public?
Yeah.
If you've seen how crazy this thing blown up all over the internet, now imagine if you take time every day and you question each person and get their full meaning behind what, not what they seen, but what they feel towards what they seen, and ask that to like 150 to 200 people.
Yeah.
Just imagine what you're gonna get from people.
And like, just, I feel like, and I can speak on this for both of us, Jay. We, since doing the fundraiser last year, we have been more involved, and we're able to hear more than the public, and which motivated us to be like, you know what, we're doing this again. And it's not, something that can really, sometimes these facts that we hear can't really be put out professionally to the public. So it's hard where, I give Usark Florida and Usark props, because these people want to scream just as much as we do, but they can't. They have to stay professional. Right. So, some of these interviews that they do on the news and broadcasts and stuff, like, some people, like, don't agree with exactly everything that's being said, but you have to remember they have to hold a standard, because if not, these people will run and jump all over them and use their words against them.
It's happened already. You have certain people that their comments are just, bad. And you kind of feel for what the people are saying, but you can't.
And it's good that you say that.
You can't be fire with fire. You can't be fire with fire.
Yeah.
So if there's negativity going on, you can't beat that negativity with negativity. Sometimes you got to put your head down sometimes and just hope for the best. Stay positive. Let their actions show who they truly are.
Correct.
That's basically it.
So, Jay, I'm gonna say this because we already talked about it backstage, but like, when I was in that live, remember when I jumped in and Garrett reached out, Reptiles was like, "Hey, Flexing, glad to see you in here." And then a comment right after that was like, "How does this affect us? If it's only happening in Florida?" Like, people don't understand that if it doesn't get nipped there, it's going to continue down the line in other states, and that's what they're not grasping. And then when it gets to their state, they're like, "Oh shit, it's here."
Listen, I'm at the top of the United States, and I'm worried, because my thing is it's still, I'm in Michigan, if people don't know that already. I'm all the way the hell up here. That's no excuse for me to just sit down and pretend like nothing's happening, because this is affecting my friends. This is affecting our business. If you really want to put it like plain bones and be like, it's affecting my business, because now there are certain animal species that we can't send down there. You know what I mean? If you want to look at it in a business standpoint, but on an emotional standpoint, and for the fact that I can't just sit around and watch this happen, especially for something I absolutely love and would do anything for, I can't sit around and watch. There's absolutely, you guys will not catch me. I don't even care if you guys, like, no one even knew who I was. I would be doing the same thing that I'm doing right now. Being in the ear of these people, trying to get this information out, working and copying, pasting all these links and sharing everything as much as I possibly can to get the information out to these people, because knowledge is power right now, especially in a political game. If you are playing a political game, weapons, knives, and all that stuff, that ain't gonna help you right now. You know, like all that negativity BS, it's not gonna help. You have to be as straight as a fucking wire and go in there professional, like suit and tie. You have to. I've worked for the government long enough. I know how they operate. It's you have to be at their level in order to get your message across. But if you people come in there, you know, thugging, they're not gonna listen to you just by the way you look. It's sad to say, but that it is true.
Yeah.
It's what happens. It's what happens when they do. I'm sorry to cut you off, sis, but it's what happens when they do meetings and you call. It's the first people they hang up on.
Yes. Yeah.
I don't want to hear this.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this person's saying the same thing.
Isn't that what happened in Georgia when Usark went there? Sorry to cut you off, Jake. But isn't that what happened in Georgia? Like, for that meeting, not a lot of people showed up because of that or something was Brassman was saying?
I don't remember what he was.
I'm not too sure.
That, but I could assume that would only happen. You know, I'm sure it happened anywhere. You know, where people just pop in and get all crazy with it. But that's why we just need to hold ourselves to a standard. We need to keep each other accountable. You know, yeah, it feels like a bunch of freaking babysitting at the end of the day, but you know, the ones that are doing the right thing are going to encourage other people to do the right thing too. So, you know, even if there's so much negativity around and everyone's like, oh my God, I'm frustrated, there's so much crap around. Sometimes you got to take that social media break, you know, and it's okay, because this is emotional for everybody. And take that social media break for yourself and then come back when you're ready, you know, and that goes for anybody. Because, you know, the after watching that video, I cried.
Mm-hmm.
That night, Max and I like went downstairs and hung out in our reptile room, and I just like held my baby snakes. And we were silent, like sitting across the room from each other, silent, just holding a snake and just looking, because I can't imagine what Chris Coffey. I think therapy might be probably in his future, you know, which is good, you know, but it's still an emotional ride for anybody to sit there and watch, especially the people that have the passion for these reptiles like we do, you know? So I just like to encourage people, even through all this, there's a lot going on. I do encourage people, if you need to take a break, like it's okay to take a break. Or if you are getting bombarded, like people are like, why haven't you said anything? Why didn't you post anything? Why haven't you shared anything? People process things differently. So you have to respect that. Right. Me, I'm the opposite, where I'm like, go, 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 go. You know, like that's how I deal with it. So everyone is different and processes like this kind of tragedy differently. So we have to respect that.
No, 100%. 100%. And to get people to kind of understand certain things, right? You got a guy a facility that was given a deadline last year. You know, they want you to follow protocol. They want you to hold the standards to be able to have the rights to keep these animals. The person was following the standards, couldn't get rid of the certain snakes by this year. Called FWC, let them know that, you know, we still have a few snakes. This is the issue. Okay, you're fine. You got your pet. You can keep your pets till they're dead. You're fine. Uses that there was so-called a retake release that was found in the area to run up at his facility. Well, Chris's facility. They run up at Chris's facility. and then tells the person that we have to put down your snakes, but then tells the person we want you to hold your snakes while we euthanize your snakes.
Yeah.
That's not
And then
happening.
I'm gonna let Kayla speak about this, right? Because she showed me the information, but they go and euthanize the snake, and the guy's like, I'm not gonna do that. You know, it's you're gonna kill my animals. You're gonna kill. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna be in the position of something I don't want to do, and technically kind of be forced by you putting that.
He froze.
No, that I can pick up where he's. I know where.
Okay.
He's saying where you put that like tap the bolt like nail gun. Okay, go ahead.
You're good.
Yeah.
I don't even know where I was, but basically, be put in a position where it's making you feel like you're murdering your own snakes. And then when they do that and they go to do it, they don't even follow the right protocols. And what was the protocols that they did, and what did they miss, Kayla?
Okay, so on the myfwc.com website, anybody can pull these up. I have screenshots of them on my Instagram story. The title of this is Humane Killing Methods for Non-Native Reptiles. And it explains exactly what this is recommended by AVMA, American Veterinary Medical Association. It's a 2-step process to prevent suffering and destroying a brain of an animal. Okay. It's gruesome. So I think everyone should hear this so you can understand the process. So I'm just gonna forewarn you. It's not. It's hard to talk about this, but I'm gonna talk about it. The pictures, like I said, are on my Instagram page on the story. If you guys want to find it. So, step one, there's 2 steps. FWC did not do step 2. So that's part of the issue for this. And this is in their own protocols. Okay. Step 1 is immediate loss of consciousness, which is the captive bolt that goes through the head. And they also can use what's called a firearms or pre-charged CPC air gun. Okay, that's what I'm guessing that weapon they had. So you're gonna draw an imaginary X between the eyes and the jawbone. The brain is located where the red lines intersect. Okay, so that's how they measure where to aim this weapon. It goes into detail in regards to certain weights of the animals and what you need to do for
I don't know what's wrong with my internet, man.
So
You're good.
Step 1 is if used correctly, the following tool should result in the immediate loss of consciousness when applied and shot directed to the brain of the reptile. Okay. Step 2, destroying the brain.
They don't want me to talk.
This is the step 2. This is this section now that I'm going to talk about is what they didn't do. This is their own, like I said, their own regulations that they didn't even follow. So that's why some of these snakes are still rolling around on the floor. Because being military,
they don't want me to talk.
Can explain this stuff a little better with emotional. But
they're hating. Sorry.
You're okay.
Just come back in and out.
No problem all day. All of a sudden, I get a problem with my internet.
Yeah, right. So step 2, destroy the brain. That's what the title is called. It says, regardless of the method that you choose in step 1, you should complete the following process for step 2. Whew. So basically it shows a diagram of the snake head and a screwdriver. Okay. Insert a small rod a rigid metal tool like a screwdriver, spiker, or a pick into the
This.
canal cavity, using deliberate multi-directional movements to ensure the destruction of the entire brain.
So you see the reason why we still had that boa constrictor that was in the back still moving?
Correct, because it if we're going to speak on murderous situations, the job was not done. You
The snake was
really
suffering.
is still suffering.
The snake was suffering. The mother that was pregnant with babies.
So they had to this is their process. This is their process. There's 2 steps. So basically, once it goes through the head the first time in step 1, which they did and conducted, right? They did not, how gruesome it is, despite how gruesome it is, which is gruesome, okay? They did not complete step 2 of their own process. We should all be pissed at that, despite how gruesome it is, because you are still not putting that animal out of misery. It's like shooting someone in the arm and not the chest.
Right.
It's not done, right? It's gruesome. It's horrible. I have the links. Everyone can go and read these and look at these images and educate yourself, not power. Know what they can and can't do and what you should and shouldn't be pissed off at. This is something you should be pissed off at, but you need to be educated on the process of this and not twist the words. So just for anybody out there, I've noticed that a few times where, information's been put out and things got a little twisted. So I encourage everybody to go look this stuff up. Go read it yourself. It's gruesome. There isn't blood and guts on the screen of these diagrams, but it's still educational, so you know exactly what is required of these FWC officers, and the fact that even though this was a job for them to do that they were conducting, it still wasn't conducted properly. These procedures did not happen the way that they should. It was not finished. So
it's like an officer doing a raid without having a warrant.
It's pretty
warrant with no warrant.
That's all the before stuff. They gained access to the building and all of that. But this is now you're in control and you have to put down these animals. But it's like putting down the animals without anesthetics or anything like that. You're doing half the job.
I mean,
it's worse.
And then Barreto and the other guy, they speak, which was shown on the videos. A lot of people seen it. Was shown where if you have these animals cannot be taken from you. You can have these animals until these animals pass away. After these animals pass away, you cannot retain none of these species anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go behind what the people had, knowing those conditions.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, they don't like when I speak. They don't like when I speak.
Your wife.
His Wi-Fi is going out again.
There must put a cloud over your Wi-Fi.
For real, they're like, this guy speaking facts. That's why.
We're gonna zip them up.
But
yeah, it's the way that things are being worded by FWC and the news, it's backwards, and I feel like people need to pull out their dictionaries and look up the definition of some of these things, because in the FWC Fish and Wildlife Facebook post that was posted recently, Daniel shared it on his page as well. It even says in here, I quote, euthanizing a boa constrictor. Oh, wait, hang on. Last week, FWC's and investigators euthanized a boa constrictor while complying with a captive wildlife facility owner's request to euthanize relinquished invasive and unpermitted, prohibited pythons at his facility. These pythons, you guys, were not unpermitted, means to not have a permit. They were, and they were registered, and they were microchipped, He was allowed to have all of them. But they're putting in here, quote, invasive, unpermitted, prohibited pythons.
They don't like me.
It's not any of these people. None of that is these reptiles.
They do not want me to speak because I'm gonna hit them where it hurts.
Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you guys. Y'all can
Oh,
hear
we
me?
can see you fine. Yeah, you're good.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I have to leave because I couldn't hear you guys.
Oh, okay.
And then it goes like this Facebook post goes on to say this mistake is being taken seriously. And we are examining our procedures to ensure similar events don't happen like this again, end quote. They just threw themselves under the bus, FWC. This mistake is being taken seriously, and we are examining our procedures to ensure similar events like this don't happen again. Okay, I just explained what the procedure is if they're putting down animals, step 1 and 2. But that's only part of it. Before getting access
Oh yeah, I can't hear you.
to a facility is a whole different scenario.
I don't get like why they're not being held accountable for that. Like, are they being held accountable for it right now?
So Daniel from Usark Florida, Elizabeth, the president of Usark Florida, and all their board members, they have like over $1 million lawsuit with FWC going on right now that needs to get paid in, whatever, and lawyer fees and shit like that they got going in and out. They are doing their best with trying to push information out to the public to prep for this meeting in May, to basically establish the process for them to move forward with their lawyers. I don't know that kind of information exactly,
Okay.
and with their lawyers and stuff. But I know, like, WC has been calling them nonstop. Chris and Bill as well have been continuously rang the phone by FWC, and they will not stop calling them. So that's an issue they're working through. So there's a lot of stuff that like we don't see. We see like the little Facebook posts that they post, but we shit like that, but we don't see and hear like that kind of stuff, unless I'm working alongside them as much as I can to help from afar, so it is a lot. I know Daniel, he can speak on it way more, than me, but
So I have a question. Wouldn't this be considered as like animal cruelty if they do get
Murder. This is basically murder.
murder, right?
Cruelty and murder.
Okay.
I'm not sure exactly which federal or a federal charge it would be under. I don't know. I would hope it's animal cruelty, or failed to, because I know they're going to use these words, failed to conduct job duties to the fullest extent in resulting to losing an animal's life. Oh, and by the way, like, you killed someone's pets. And, mental health is now an issue. Oh, now money funds is an issue. Oh, now he can't fund his building or his home, we could snowball the hell out of it.
But you kill snakes that were microchipped. You kept snakes that was able to be kept. Be kept. They murdered him. They used an excuse of a snake that was loose to run up in his facility, but told him he was fine. We do have some people on social media that's like, oh, it sounds kind of iffy because this don't add up with this. It's there, plain and simple. It's plain and simple. Plain and simple. We as the general public, as keepers, we're gonna want to hope the worst, Um, we obviously hope there is justice. We hope that you know that there is hope for the hobby as far as like this is held in a proper legal way, in a proper legal matter. We hope that even FWC
Oh.
No.
Right? He was getting so good. I was like, oh man, that was good.
When he comes back, I'm just gonna shut up and let him talk because the camera is actually working. Oh, there he is. Okay.
Go. Oh, we can't hear him now. Oh my god. Oh man, this sucks. So good.
He said, "What to
Yeah,
do?"
he said it doesn't know what to do anymore.
We
But I
can
was about to
hear
ask him too, like, what can we do? Because on the USARC live, he was like, we can go to colleges, stand in front of colleges, get people involved at colleges.
Yeah.
That doesn't only affect the reptiles, it affects dogs, cats, and whatever.
Yeah.
And people fail to understand that, like, y'all need to like get on USARC, get involved.
Exactly.
You
It's
know, and people don't understand that. Like, go out there, get involved, read up on USARC. She has it in her bio, it's in her link, military morphs. See your link tree, right? Correct?
what?
The USARC?
I got everything, and I love the link in my bio. Everything is there, all of it.
Now we can hear you. Can you hear us?
I don't even want to speak because every time I open my mouth, I feel like if I'm being followed or something because every time I talk, I get.
Jay's canceled.
Bro, I don't know. Every time you get like really good speaking the facts, dude, like it just zones out. Like it cuts you off.
Maybe you're on a timer. Go ahead, go.
He's like, I don't even know what to say. But
I hope for a better future of the reptile hobby. That's it. I hope legal teams follow things in a legal way. I hope they at least have proper respect for us keepers. There's a better percentage of proper keepers than people who neglect animals. I feel like we're losing hope for humanity. I put that on my story, but that's basically what it is. We're losing hope for humanity that even officials are not running things legal. Oh, and then by the way, they found an FWC officer that was found with children pornography or something like that. So wait, let's put that out there before you freeze me.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
just, I'm just joking. I'm just joking.
thank God.
um,
So in other words, FWC, right? FWC. Okay.
No,
yeah,
yo, you know what? You know what? I don't even feel in the bottom. I'm really upset with them. I wouldn't want to hate people because I'm gonna be honest. I've learned from my childhood to adulthood what it is to really hate somebody. But I do hope that this teaches the public, keepers, the officials, and then everybody just all around the world how things should work. We affected they affected a facility. They affected so many animals that were killed, that were in proper condition. And then I don't know who caught this, but I know most of you guys caught this when the guy with the blue shirt says, "This is my job. I don't mind putting down animals that are suffering." That boa constrictor that was pregnant, when they did the autopsy, they showed the amount of fat that it had, meaning it was a healthy mother. Meaning, if that animal was in the wild, that animal had enough fat to sustain itself.
there's
The
a
animals were in proper conditions, locked to every cage. Every cage had labels. And you guys seen the FWC had the keychain.
Yep.
They all had locks. And then snakes that were puppy dog, and the guy tells them we're puppy dog. They go in there with a hook. Oh, hey, puppy, puppy. Snatched by the neck. What does that do to a snake? You put a snake in its defensive mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I gotta react. You know? Shoot. Somebody run up to me and try to choke me. I'm gonna defend myself. You know?
a dog. Shoot.
Yeah.
What the hell are you
You
doing?
know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna and then whoa, it's a straw. They're gonna show that in the footage. But what did you do to cause that snake to do that? I know more Burmese reticulated pythons that will shoot. be more calmer than some domesticated cats that are freaking crazy sometimes. But I just hope that one, I hope it brings peace um to these two guys. I hope that the general public can help them meet the ends of the fundraiser to help with a legal team. I do hope that they do take away the 72 counts of they're trying to hit them with. I do hope there is a better future for the hobby, and I hope that everybody does support Usark Florida and stands behind them.
And Jay froze again. So on that, I'm gonna jump in for Jay and be like, if you're not supporting USARK Florida, go and support. Get out there. Y'all need to get out there. Get on this. Jay, can you hear me? Yeah, I can't hear you, bro. I know it won't let you talk. But USARK Florida is here, guys, and I appreciate them for coming in and listening. Y'all can send this to them or send this, out to them. We're just here telling them, we're with you. We're with you. I may not be in Florida, but I am, with you guys every step of the way. And everybody wanted me to talk about it, so I came out and I started talking about it. I got Kayla from Military Morse on, and Jay from Rep the Life on with me, and I thank them for coming on as well. Hold on, let's see if he comes back.
There he is. Of course, Chris. I mean, we're gonna be there for you. It's my two reptile brothers here, legit. And
And if anybody knows me, I'm not one to be negative about anything, but like when I saw this video and that guy scream, in pain, like that hurt him. That hurt me
Something's
too.
going
Like,
on with this, bro.
yeah.
you're getting canceled, Jay.
Just the cry that he had in his voice really made me tear up. And when I got that retic, I know what he's feeling. So it's
Are you
just
frozen or is he playing around?
no, he's frozen again.
Oh wow!
I told you. I was like, he's frozen again.
close.
But I wanted to speak on this and be like,
Sorry.
just because I don't talk about it often doesn't mean I'm not out here sharing your guys' posts or USR Florida. Just we deal with it in our own different ways, like Kayla said, we just deal with it in different ways. And I'm with USR Florida. If there was a way I could be like on Jay's level, help, raise money and do all that. But like I said, I value my hair. But,
You're good. You're
I
good.
would.
You're good. I mean,
Oh,
I'm
the only
sorry
leg
that
the only hair I don't value is my leg hair, Jay. So
I don't even have that anymore.
It's all gone.
Um, yeah. I'm sorry that I messed up your live event today by speaking and then it freezing. I know it's not gonna look as great on YouTube, but um, man, we just here to speak the truth, man, and what needs to happen, and we hope that everything just plays out better. And once again, man, please, anybody that's on Facebook, Instagram, keep it professional, man. No negative feedback, no negative comments, and let's just hope things work for the better.
No, I agree. And like I say, knowledge is power. So make sure you're collecting your information from a reliable
Yes.
source. And you educate yourself on what exactly is happening. Go read these articles. Start digging, read up on something like the 2023 freedom budget in Florida, like where the money's flowing. Go read up on the process of how FWC operates. It's important to
And who works for FWC?
work.
Who
Yeah.
are these people?
Yep. You
Technically.
go to the FWC website and you hit about
Yo,
us.
I can't even speak. Yo.
He froze again. Dang.
If you
You
go to
see-
the website, he said FWC and it froze on him.
Yeah.
If you go to the about us, it's like on the right side of the screen, and you hit commission and commissioners, there's a list of all the commissioners. You can see all of their background, years, things, times they've served, everything. So you can see who you're dealing with. So, okay, like, what do they call it? The art of war. You got to know your enemy of who you're battling, you know. So you have to know their strategic plans and who they are. So gather that intel and pay attention to these links that are floating around that like Daniel puts out on his page and read up on this stuff. You know, don't just go to someone's Facebook page and see their opinion. Like, go find the facts and educate yourself. Like, that's probably like my main thing is just to read up on this stuff. Because if you're just gonna sit here from Joe Smo's Facebook page and he's venting about all of this, you know, of course, like, it's affecting everybody differently, but it's good to read up on it. You know, knowledge is power.
Yep, and you're right. And then Usark Florida is like, how much is that beer worth to you? 10 grand. And then maybe later I'll get that tattooed on them. You know, Usark Florida. I would do that live. But yeah, this was just supposed to be a really quick live, guys. Keep up the good work. You guys are amazing. Thank you, Ronnie. This was supposed to be really like 30-minute to 45-minute live, and we really got into it. Let's see, Jay comes back now. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Did you see what the Mentor Dragons put?
FWC is covering Jay's roof with a tin foot.
Sorry, I'm multitasking. I have something.
I wouldn't even doubt it. I'm gonna be honest. I wouldn't even doubt it. Every time I say something, it just goes. I appreciate you, Chris. That's it. I appreciate you. I'll let Kayla take the rest of the floor.
I mean, we could actually, if y'all want, we can end it here. But hold on. It says we are starting a campaign of contacting state legislators. If you're in Florida, contact your state rep and state senator to tell them to withhold funding from FWC unless they stop euthanizing of pets.
So with that, I am gonna put out too. You guys know I love my link in bio. I put everything in that link tree. Everything. I actually just moved up from when we did the Lacey Act amendments, and I made that huge senator contact list with their names, their phone numbers, their social links for both representatives of your state. I have all your the two top senators of your state. I have in there. So if you guys need it and you don't know how to contact your senator, the hard work's already done. I have it in an Excel spreadsheet. Go on to Military Morphs on Instagram, click the link in the bio. You'll see it's one of the first links that says Senator Contact List. Go there and you guys can find everything. Copy and paste your own state, save it in the notes on your phone. They got the emails in there and everything, or the web address so you can leave them a message instead of an email, because sometimes they do that instead of actual emails. You have to go to like their senator page and you got to fill out this thing and send it that way. So if you guys, like I said, if you need it, in the link in the bio. I don't have addresses. I don't think I have like physical addresses to their offices, but I do have like the email addresses and everything. So please, like, if you want the link, go copy and paste it and share it out to all your friends or whoever you need. Because it's, the hard work is already done. So there's no excuse where you can't find your senator contacts. I already did all of it. It's already done. So you need it. There it is. Yeah, the state. Okay, so we need to make sure that these are state reps and state senators in the state legislature. Yes, is different than the U.S. Congress. Yes, these are the ones that I have are the state senators. So like reps and things like that. There's a lot of different like reps, you know. So I just did we just did the senators.
Yo,
but if you go to your state senate page, some of them list like other reps and things like that you can contact too per each state. Oh, Jay.
He's getting mad.
He is getting mad.
He's getting so mad. Yeah, now he can't hear us again.
Yeah. You know the routine. Pop out, pop in. He must have a drone flying over his house.
Something. That's just crazy.
He's been on Wi-Fi all day.
And every time he talks about something good, it just cuts him out.
I know.
I find that weird as heck.
When he's here, I step it. But thank you, Chris, for having us on. Anytime you need anything, we're here for you. We're here for the page. Exactly.
That's funny.
I'm glad that we can all smile a little bit.
I mean, you good?
He's so done.
The mentor says to check your roof to see if someone's up there crawling around.
Yo, I just literally opened my door and checked my windows. Like, yo, if you guys are really out there, you just freaking say something. Stop messing with my Wi-Fi. Let me speak first.
Send a message. That's fine.
But yeah.
Stay knowledgeable. Follow Usark Florida on Instagram, Facebook. Make sure you donate. Buy a membership, $30 a year. Don't buy the free one. It's not buying it. Just throw $30 at them and call it good.
That money is not going to waste.
No, it's not. So just do that. That's my alarm. Hold on.
Well, Kayla was saying thank you for bringing you on. I appreciate you coming on, Jay, since you haven't done a live or didn't want to talk about it. So appreciate you coming on here, talking about the USARK stuff. And he froze again.
Oh, geez. No, but thank you, Chris, for having us on. Definitely appreciate it. Maybe Jay's phone will work better on Instagram. He's trying to eat Slim Jims now, not in the silent box. But
how do you know? It's not good.
Follow USARK and make sure you get your information from a good source.
Plug yourself, Kayla, where they can find you, where they can find the information.
At Military Morphs on Instagram, military_morphs. Yeah, most of y'all probably follow us at this point, I would assume. If you don't, come say hi. If you guys need anything when it comes to links or resources, I do put like I said, I love the link tree. So the link in my bio, there's a lot of resources I put in there for the community. So there's always a place where you can call home that's got a lot of good information. I just throw everything in there because that's, I think, my way of helping, making a spot where everyone can just go get something if they need a piece of information. But yeah, if you guys need anything, again, Kayla, Max is the other half. And we're willing to run hard for USARK Florida. Like I said, even though I'm from Michigan, I'm not going to stop helping them and supporting them.
I'm from Texas, and Jay's from...
Where am I from?
Where? California, right?
I'm in Florida.
Florida. I don't know why I was thinking California.
State where it's hurting.
Yeah. He's right in the
Mark of Life. You can find me on Instagram.
Well, I don't know why California, though.
As you guys know, supporting USARK National and USARK Florida, because I truly believe that they help us out and they're a big organization. Once again, for those that don't know, USARK Florida and USARK Nationals are totally two separate organizations. The donations that go to USARK National does not support USARK Florida. So please support USARK Florida and be a part of this fight, as it's I'm not gonna say it's well worth it, but it could maybe in the future be something that will make a difference. So I mean, I truly love you guys and truly appreciate everybody that stands alongside of us and believes what me and Kayla have done from last year to this year, and truly appreciate what you, Chris and Levi, have been doing and how far you guys have pushed out your social media content, and hope to see more of you and more of all you guys, and hope to be a part of helping Elizabeth and Daniel Parker throughout this big fight. Wow, thank you, Satellite, for letting me talk.
I agree with everything you said. Chris, Levi, love you guys. You're a good pair to put out positivity, and that's something we need around these parks. So I always love hearing you guys talk. And make sure you check out their other pages too, you guys, if you're new to this page.
Yeah, this is supposed to be like a Cold Blood Games is a reptile and fitness YouTube channel. There's also a page on Instagram, same thing, Cold Blooded Games. And then there's me, Flexing and Finessing Reptiles, which is my page. And then there's Sexing and Flexing Podcast, which is the other podcast page. So,
Mhm.
and we're just trying to back up, USARK Florida as much as we can. We always preaching about it. Um, and we love everybody. Well, I do. I do. Levi's controversial. So,
We love Levi for it though. It's awesome. Now, I'm the same way. Like I try to love everybody and get, show everyone love, but there's a lot of things like, I don't always agree with, but I don't always say it out loud because you've got to take the high road and let your hard work speak for itself.
exactly. And if you're not on that purple wave, get on that purple wave. Support Brian. Brian's Reptile Army. I did my post, and then don't forget about Otto. Otto, we're here with you. You know, fighting that brain cancer with you. We got your back, bro, little buddy. So on that note, I just want to tell everybody good night. Love you guys. I appreciate you guys coming on. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Kayla. Y'all have a good night.
Thanks, Chris.